Welcome to Season 2 of Golf Ireland's Women in Golf series, The First Tee. Over this summer, we'll be following three celebrities, Muireann O'Connell, Ailbhe Garrihy and Kayleigh Trappe, as they embark on a journey to get into golf. Muireann, Ailbhe and Kayleigh will be documenting their journey from beginner golfers to taking on one of the most prestigious golf events in the country, the KPMG Women's Irish Open Pro-Am at Carton House, where they'll tee it up alongside some of the best golfers in Europe, with fans watching on. Let's meet our first tee trio and see if they have any golf experience to date. First up, Muireann O'Connell. Known for her infectious laughter, this television presenter is no stranger to the spotlight.
I'm actually terrified because I have been slagged all morning at work by a bunch of people who play golf, and they're like, they've seen my swing and I've been told it's the ugliest thing they've ever seen, so that's nice. See, I mean, when you make a fool of yourself on TV every single day, it doesn't make much of a difference if it's with the golf club or not. So Golf Ireland were in highlighting their initiative and getting people out playing golf, and they were like, oh, sure, have an old swing there. Lads.
Now, Muireann, 126 to beat.
Excellent.
No bother. Someone's curved twice.
It went into the bush twice.
Twice.
Ball. Hey, Golf Ireland, you want me? So that was a fun day.
Next is none other than Ailbhe Garrihy. With her charismatic charm and eager attitude, Ailbhe is ready to bring her A-game to the greens.
I've played one round of golf in my life. It was a charity event when I was in school with my mom about 20 years ago now, and that is it. So I'm very much inexperienced when it comes to golf. My parents play an awful lot, and my husband plays as well. So I just think it's time to get into it and get a better understanding of it and give it a whack. And I have plenty of people around me that I can, play around with. So I'm intrigued, and I want to see what all the fuss is about, so I'm looking forward to that.
Completing our formidable first tee team is Kayleigh Trappe. The TikTok superstar is ready to learn her way around a golf course.
The golfing journey is non-existent. I have a dad and a brother who play though, and they've often said to me to get out and do my bits, so no time like the present, I suppose. My first golfing experience was on the pitch and putt, and it actually was a bit of a horror story. I went out with my granny years back and my friend, and I didn't realise she was behind me, and she lost a chunk out of her eyebrow that day, but sure, it's a story to tell. You can only get better, right? What do you shout? 4! So I'll have to get better at that. I think I'm very used to fast acting sports and sports where you're go, 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 and I like the idea, for the Isle mental health, the Isle noggin, to be able to do a sport where it's a lot more peaceful and I suppose a lot more time to think and enjoyable. I think it's the social element of golf as well is great, so that's, as well as the sporting element, I can't wait to explore that too. As well as that, Leona Maguire only lives not too far from where I live at home, and she's such an inspiration. I think that women's golf, you hear a lot about men's golf, you don't hear enough about women, so I like the idea of us putting that on the map a little bit more.
I work with someone who's quite competitive, and he plays golf, and I genuinely just want to be able to swing a golf club properly and get a golf ball to go in the right direction, and just to be in, I'm never going to be better than him, I'm never going to be even anyway as good as him. I just want to go out in one round and not make a fool of myself in front of him. That's kind of it. Well, I'm actually looking forward to learning a new skill. A lot of my friends play golf, and I often think that women don't really have that. Once we get to college and you finish college, the organised sports kind of go out the window. So I'm looking forward to kind of being sporty with a bunch of people where it could actually be a bit of crack, and I'm hoping that I'm going to continue this forever. I hope that golf is going to become a part of my life.
I guess getting out in the fresh air, there are so many amazing golf courses in Ireland. There's an abundance of choice, and I just, I'd love to just get involved and have that, I guess, hobby where I can get out and get some fresh air and get some exercise and meet people, meet friends. It's the social side of it as well that I think is really appealing.
With introductions over, our team got to meet one of our first tee coaches at the Golf Ireland Academy, Sean Donnelly, who will be Katie's coach this season.
So today there was all about explaining the concept of the golf club, what it's wanting to do, getting them a really good golf grip and posture, and just all we could do today was a basic swing. So there's a good bit more work to be done. Oh, it was a great start for the three ladies. There hasn't been a lot of golf played before from them there, and we all got them hitting decent shots there. Muireann had an absolutely phenomenal drive. Kayleigh's putting really good. I wouldn't like to play her for €5 now.
After getting acquainted with a golf club for the first time, we had a surprise for our team. We took our trio to visit the first tee on the O'Mara course at Carton House, where they'll hit their first tee shots on the big day at the KPMG Women's Irish Open Pro-Am in August. To settle their nerves, we brought along a surprise guest, Valerie Wheeler, one of our first tee stars from season 1, to help put their minds at ease and share some advice from her experience last year.
I'm really excited to see that we have 3 newbies on the first tee this year. I came back today because I wanted to give them some words of encouragement and maybe just tell them enjoy themselves and not to look too far ahead, but I did give them a quick reminder of the day itself and how tough it might be, but maybe I scared them too much.
How did you feel the first day? Do you know what, excited the first day I had to come up on a list and then I thought they were really bad. I was like, oh Jesus. Okay. Then, do you know, just honestly lads, you do need to practice. Okay. But I must say the worst part of it all, I don't know if I should be telling you this early, but is probably the first tee. Like when you're on the day, ready to go, that like sick nerves feelings, everyone's watching, but just remember that.
Daunting enough now, especially when Valerie came in. I was like, uh-oh, here comes a literal pro. But she showed us how it's done. Because she was telling us that she wasn't great and that she was out of practice, and then she came up and knocked it out of the park. So I was like, that's what we have to look forward to.
So nice to chat to her about her experience last year, and the main thing she said was it was just great fun, and they just had so much crack when they did it. She's made us feel a bit more confident.
I had not thought about the first day. When I was asked to do this, I was incredibly excited. And I know why I was asked to do this. It's because I did a golf swing on television last year and I was terrible, and they were like, this is going to be hilarious, let's mortify your one, which I'm up for, totally. But I hadn't thought about the actual pro-am, that there are going to be professionals out on that golf course. I just hadn't thought about it. And now I'm very worried. So I don't know how the hell I'm going to handle it on the day. Hopefully they'll just look at better people and it'll be fine.
I'm excited for you. Honestly, it's something that you'd really look back on and really enjoy, to be fair. She had so much fun, and honestly, you won't regret it.
Yeah, look, I did speak to the guys on stepping up to that first tee on the day of the Pro-Am, and I did tell them it was a bit scary, it is a bit daunting. So my advice for the 3 girls this year is to enjoy themselves, have fun, and look, don't be too hard on themselves, because it will come. The more lessons and the more practice they get in, the better.
As the dust settles on their first session, it's time for Muireann, Ailbhe and Kayleigh to reflect on their experience.
Today went really well. No, not golf-wise, just it was a lovely day out. I started kind of dodgy enough, but I finished strong, so I feel like I've got a little bit of confidence behind me. My professional Sean keeps smiling at me, so I'm hoping that he's hopeful. I knew golf was quite intricate, but I didn't realise even the difference between how you grip things and what way to select what club and whatever else. There's so much to it. I thought I was going to come in and start going, do the 18 rounds or 18 holes day 1 and get going ready for the 19th hole. But no, it'll be start slow, definitely. A few driving ranges and whatever else. My favourite aspect was the putting. Calm, cool and collected. They're the 3 words I'd use to describe it. So it's probably just because it was the thing I was the most decent at, to be honest. So yeah, I'll have to get practicing the rest of the stuff though. Practice makes perfect.
Better than I thought. I didn't think I'd even be able to hit the ball today. I thought I'd have a lot of fresh airs, but I was able to connect. So I'm feeling a little bit more confident. My putting now wasn't. Putting will need a lot of work. So I would say the driver.
I really enjoyed it. Now, the thing is, it's nice to start something and not have anyone looking at you, but there was a pile of people looking at us, and then Valerie Wheeler, who did it last year, comes walking out and you're like, oh, for God's sake. But you just kind of have to stop thinking about that. And I kind of feel a little bit pumped. I really enjoyed the driving, gotta be honest. I just feel like that would be a great way to take out a little bit of frustration and anger. And the fact I made contact with the ball made me incredibly happy.
With their first day of training behind them, our players have taken their first steps on this exciting journey. Join us next time as we follow our trio on the road to the KPMG Women's Irish Open Pro-Am, the first tee journey to Carton House.
Definitely excited to get started, get going, and I can't wait to... I'm the type of person who will want to put the homework in, so it'll pay off for the end. And there'll be a lovely day out in August to look forward to if we put the work in.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, even the few little tips we learned today from Sean were great, and I'm keen now. I feel like I have the itch now. I'm ready to go, get stuck into it.
I'm really excited. My mother was mad for me to do this, to get involved in golf, just because it's such a great hobby and a great sport. And to get to do it with people who kind of start off as the same level as you, because you know, if you join with your friends who are way better, you know, you mightn't keep on going. So I think when you kind of start off at the same level, hopefully it'll be good, and hopefully there'll be some improvement and we'll all have fun at the 19th hole.